Hi, my name is Michael, this is The Slice, and in today's episode we're talking to Catherine Williams. So today we are speaking with Catherine. Hi, Catherine. How are you? You all right?
I'm very good, thank you. Are you okay?
I am living the dream. Basically,
Wonderful.
what we're going to do today is I'm going to interview you. Now, there is one rule to the show, and that is I set a 20-minute timer. At the end of 20 minutes, whether we're in mid-conversation, that's it. It's over. And the timer goes off. That's that. So, are you ready?
I am very ready, yes.
Good stuff. Right, the timer has been started. So, Catherine, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself for people that don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm Catherine. I'm a mum of three and a wife, and I am currently running a business from home. I was a primary school teacher, and once a teacher, always a teacher.
Yep.
So I've brought teaching into my business, which has made me a very, very happy mum and wife, which is, you know, who wouldn't want that? So that's a little bit about me. I love baking and I love walking, and we've got a dog. So we always like to get the dog out and just have lots of family time and fun. Yeah. So
that sounds good. You're living the dream there, I think. All you
I really
need now,
am, which is wonderful.
All you need now is a camper van, I think, and then you've got it all. No, does that not float your boat?
A luxury one would be good. A camper van, if there's lots of space, yes. I've got to have space and my own bathroom. So,
okay. Maybe the camper van life isn't for you then. It's not for everyone, but hey ho. So first of all, what I want to say to you is, congratulations for embracing video. I mean, I remember when I first spoke to you a couple of weeks ago in our group chat, you were talking about, obviously, with COVID-19 and the lockdown, you really struggled at the beginning, like every business struggled, to kind of adapt, and it was fight or flight, and you chose to fight, and you've embraced video. Congratulations, really proud of you.
Thank you.
How has that journey been for you?
It's been quite bumpy in parts because I had to find the right setting for me, and I found it now. Doing Popcat live on Facebook, it was quite a challenge at first. It takes a lot of energy every single day, no matter what's going on. Down tools at 11 o'clock and go live. And I'm really embracing it now. I'm finding it a lot of fun, which I think is essential for you to bring that across on camera. You've got to look like you're genuinely enjoying yourself. Otherwise, it picks up the fact that you're not. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the feedback from a live session. We obviously get comments straight away, and the comments are just wonderful. They're really heartwarming. The children are enjoying it. The adults are enjoying the sessions, and it's lovely because it's reaching people in their own homes at the moment.
Had you ever embraced video before lockdown, before all this happened? Had you ever thought about doing this as well as, the actual interactions you have on a normal everyday basis with your business?
I've not done sessions live on Facebook, but I have spoken to people who I'm trying to reach from a franchise point of view. So I've done sessions on my franchise page regarding people I'd like to join the franchise team, which is teaching people who love to work with children. I've embraced that side of it. I'd never thought I would do sessions live on Facebook. So it's been something that I've really had to grasp. The day after we all were told we couldn't run sessions, I grabbed the bull by the horns and just thought, right, I've got to go for this. And it's been the best thing that we could have done, really, as a business, is to get online and be visible.
So does this mean then, now you've been forced, because obviously what I do is I teach people video. I teach people how to embrace video. So I've been banging on about this for years. And I think, from this pandemic, I think a lot of people like yourself, as a business owner, have had to just do it. Some people have either gone, no, still can't do it. And then the people like yourself that have actually embraced it, done it, and actually gone, oh, it wasn't that scary in the first place.
No.
How was it for you personally, coming out of a comfort zone and doing something you knew would benefit your business? How was that for you personally, coming into that whole thing?
Personally, for me, it was an eye-opener, something that I had never envisaged doing. It's been, I think, going to something out of your comfort zone is really good for you. Even though it doesn't make you feel very good at the time, it's been an eye-opener. The response has been brilliant. And for me, personally in lockdown, it's helped me mentally a lot. It's very easy to go, right, I'm going to be invisible now till this is over. I don't want to face the world. My family, I'll just be with them. I've seen that happen, and I think, yeah, I can understand totally, but I've had to force myself to do it. And it's been really important, I think, for me personally, and I keep saying the word personally, but it is very important for me because it's changed my own mental health during this time, definitely.
That just sounds like a major positive, doesn't it? And I think when people do think about video and they've never done it before, I think they instantly think of all the negatives that come with it. But I think with video, and especially with the internet, a lot of people, you break down a lot of barriers. People that are probably watching your shows that would never have been interested beforehand or not have known about you beforehand, they're now embracing, now going, oh, I like this is great for me. Do you feel that it's put you in a better stead going forward, and obviously when we all return to normality? Do you think what you have done has actually implemented a big change in your business and actually grown your overall branding and business?
100%, yes. We've got people watching from Australia, Ireland, the South, London, Kent, and these are people that would never have seen Popcats right now. And it's only been a positive move. That's all I can say. There can't be any negatives from this. It's a positive step, and it's something that will only do Popcats good, if that makes sense, rather than it's a positive.
100%. And and like I say, we've been in a group chat for however many months, and it wasn't until this lockdown that I actually got to see some of the sessions that you do. Beforehand, I hold my hands up high and say you were just a name in a group chat. And
Absolutely.
I think, do you know what I mean? And I think, although I've now visually seen what you do, I know more about what you do, I understand you as a person, because what you see is what you get. And I think that is the great thing about the internet, is the fact that you literally can see people for who they are. People who try to fake their way, they get sussed out quite quick, because we invest in people, don't we? So it sounds like you did the right thing. You embraced video, and you did something that was probably really, really scary for you. So do you think then, when you go back to a normal schedule, that you are going to still do these workshops? You're maybe going to look at, filming an online workshop or something. Is that something that you'd maybe now think about?
Well, I think the positive thing from the classes is that we can play the music live. Obviously, at the moment, we can't have any music online because it's copyright. So that's difficult. Without having original music, that's difficult. I would look into having some original music, just so we could have some sessions online for people to reach and see what we do, because the music is a very important part of the session, the music actually being played. So I think, yes, I would love to stay online with something, but I don't think it captures what our sessions are truly about until you actually go to see one. So I think it is important that people at the moment can see, some of the energy, but I think the classes are actually are giving a more positive vibe when you actually go to the classes.
So a question to you then, from a videographer's point of view, what types of music, because I know about licensing, I know that there's certain types of music that Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that will kick off, and they'll say you don't own the rights to. What types of music? Is it mainstream music that you normally use for sessions, or?
It's all nursery rhymes. It's like folk music, traditional music, and we pretty much use 2 different artists' music for that. So that we've bought from various places and downloaded. So that's the music that we use in classes, all traditional. And
moving forward, I have some good news for you, because there are software and programming websites where you actually can pay a subscription. I pay a subscription for a website that gives me license-free music. So the music that you see in promotional videos that I film, I've paid for a license. A lot of those people are artists that are just coming up. that want to sell
Yes.
their work. There are nursery rhymes within that, because I know at Christmas there's a lot of seasonal traditional music that
Right.
you've got a license free.
Okay.
You can use them. So it might just mean that you just need, if it is something that you want to embrace, that,
Yes.
you know, there is a way around it. There are
Okay.
artists out there that are covering these songs, and you are able to buy the license for them. So moving forward, that hurdle can be fixed. It just takes
that's brilliant.
But you know what? Don't be so hard on yourself, because, you know, you've literally adapted your business within 24 hours. You're learning as you're going along. You know, it's a progression video. You learn as you go along. The videos I make today will be, you know, are all right, but in a year's time they'll be even better, and then a year from that it'll be even better. You're constantly learning, constantly growing, and constantly adapting. So don't feel bad. You know, you've done an amazing job, and I'm very proud of like seeing all the things that you've done, because it isn't easy. It really isn't easy. So what have you been doing when you've not been working? Have you had chance to Netflix and chill? Have you had chance to do the garden?
Yes.
What have you been up to when you've not been working?
I perfected soda bread. I have perfected it. It's excellent.
So what is soda bread then?
So it's bread with baking soda. So it's wholemeal flour, baking soda. Yeah. We use almond milk because we don't have dairy. So and then it's salt and it's a vinegar to try and spark some reaction with the baking soda.
Wow.
And that's basically it. And then it's made into a lovely dough. It doesn't need to prove, which is excellent. And then make it into bread rolls. 25 minutes in the oven, and they are excellent. So they go with everything: burger buns and soup rolls.
I didn't even know that was a thing, so I've even learned something today.
Well, there you go.
Have you had chance? So have you had chance to actually do think? I know you've done the filming with the business, and we've covered that. But have you actually had a list of things that you've wanted to achieve, but because you've been so busy with work, because you know our business lives just become our everyday, don't they? We never really switch off.
No.
Have you had chance to go, well, do you know what? These are the things I want to do for my business. I want to work on this, work on that, website. And have you had chance to kind of sit back and actually take stock and, you know, do things for yourself? What things have you been up to?
Yeah, so the blog posts are the thing for me that take up the time. I did have somebody writing my blog post, but actually I've been doing them myself because I feel like I've got a lot of experiences as a mum and as a teacher and as somebody who's started a business to put my own things into a blog. So the blog posts, which I bring out once a month onto the website, I've been able to do that myself and had time to sit and take the information and construct some clever, well, for me, cleverly written blogs that are from my own experiences and my children's, and things that mums and parents would want to read from, you know, a first-hand experience. That's been a positive for me.
And what kind of feedback do you get from your blogs? Do you get a lot of people interacting with them? Because me personally, I've never done a blog myself, but I'm asking you now because you have the kind of knowledge in it. What kind of feedback do you get from blogs?
Yeah, I get positive feedback. I put them on the Facebook page, and then obviously link them to the website, and then you can see that they've read them and I've been involved in reading them. So the feedback is always that it's resonated with people, which I think is the whole point of a blog post, isn't it? That you actually take from it and you think, you know, I'm not the only one who feels like that. That's brilliant. You know, I don't go alone, and I don't feel like I can't achieve that. So
and that's a key thing, because I think when people are invested in people online or businesses, they want to be able to relate to the content. They want to be able to look and go, well, do you know what? That person's in the same boat as me. This is why we like comedians, because they have relatable content. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we laugh at because we go, oh, my uncle does that at a party, or you know, and it's relatable stuff. So that's how we invest in people. So what kind of comments have you had from people all over the world that have just found your content, and how have you actually put that content out? Have you just gone Facebook Live, or have you done some promotions elsewhere? What have you done?
Just put them on the Facebook page, and then said, and people now know when the blog posts come on, so they know to go and look for them. And the feedback has been, oh yes, I understand. That's how I felt. That was a lovely piece to read. Thank you for that. And it's all been positive feedback from people. And I think with blogs, you go and dip in to bits when you feel like they relate to you. So they're all on there, and then people can just dip into the ones that they feel that they want to read at the time.
Yeah. So in terms of, obviously, you know, the consistency that you've been putting content out, that's a major thing, because, you know, with any branding, you've got to make sure that you're consistent, because if you're not consistent, it has such a detrimental effect, doesn't it? Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about Popcats. Where did it come from, and where's the name come from? That's quite interesting itself.
Well, my name's Catherine.
Yeah.
So the cat is from my name, and then the pop is all to do with the music.
Okay.
And we had the cat designed by somebody, and then I found the puppet that I felt matched the design. So the cat has been born from a unique design from a designer, and it's been born from my background of teaching, and also from when I was younger, when my children were younger, trying to find a class that was a drop-in class, because it's difficult to find a class where you don't have to book up front, and Popcats you don't book up front, you just turn up. So I was very passionate about having a pay-as-you-go music class that was fun and didn't have original music in, because I wanted the parents to turn up and know the music. I wanted them to come in and feel included straight away. So that was my reason for choosing nursery rhymes and familiar music. So it's been born from my own experiences and from teaching and from being a parent.
And how many years have you been doing that?
This is in September it'll be 6 years.
Wow.
Old. Yeah.
And how many people work with you?
And in September there will be 9 people. Wow. So all franchisees and all from teaching backgrounds, which is amazing. From leaving teaching to start up their own businesses under the Popcat brand, which is great.
Is there any elements of the teaching side that you miss, or do you implement that into your everyday life now, so you kind of still get that kind of buzz of teaching?
Yeah, so all the sessions are fully, teaching is fully implemented into the sessions through the 7 areas of learning. So all the teachers who come on board to be with Popcats are still teaching every single session. And I'm still teaching because I'm training people all the time to come on board with Popcats. And I also go and see what they're doing. And this teaching just never stops. And that is part of who I am. Definitely a teacher through and through, and I don't think I'll ever leave that. Teaching will never leave me, and I just hope to bring what I've learned into other people's lives, parents, carers, children, and the franchisees. A whole package, really.
No, it sounds really good, and it just sounds like you're really on your way there. Do you feel that with obviously lockdown, do you feel that it's actually put your business in a better place now, or do you feel that you're still going to maybe struggle going back into normality?
I think it's put us in a very positive place. We are online every day, and I think the fact that the classes are accessible to everybody. There's no charge for our classes at the moment, and we want to make sure that everybody can see them. They're a routine because they're on at 11 o'clock every weekday. That is part of Popcats. Popcats is very routine based in the class, and that's what we wanted to have online as well, so that people know it's 11 o'clock, Popcats is on, and that's becomes part of their routine. So for us, it stayed visible, it stayed in children's and adults' lives, and this is regulars and new people who now know who we are, who didn't know before. So it can only be a positive thing.
And you also mentioned that you do like a giveaway on a Friday every week. Yeah. So where did that come from? Was that something that you do in the normal classes?
No, not at all. I just thought, well, I wanted people to still interact in the sessions that are live. So if they leave a comment in the session, it's live, they get added into the draw on a Friday. So if they can win anything from, last week it was hand-knitted toys. This week was a book and a signed photo of Popcat. Next week, who knows what it'll be? We'll have to wait and see.
You'll have to tune in and find out.
You will on Monday, yeah.
So in terms of, do you just go live, or, I mean, like you said, there is a structure in place. What kind of social media do you do around that? Because obviously to grow an audience is quite hard. And so obviously a lot of marketing has to go into that. Are you paying a marketing company? Are you just doing it yourself? Is it just trial and error?
Just doing it on my own. I put the timetable of lives into lots of groups that are on Facebook to do with children, and so lockdown groups, people who are at home, mother and baby groups, just get them in there, and I can see that the page increase has gone up absolutely loads since we started this. So we're getting close to 4,000 likes now on our main page, and that must have gone up hundreds and hundreds since we went into lockdown. So it is visible, and people are new are joining us every week, so that's really, really good as well. And then the regulars are on every day saying hello, so it's lovely getting to know them. Even though you can't see them, I'm talking to them, and they're getting a relationship with them, and they know when you say their name that they think you can see them, and it's lovely.
I think
really nice.
I think it's very important because I shared one of your videos, I think a week or two ago, and I'd noticed 3 of my friends from my Facebook, because I used to work in Starbucks, so a lot of people with young babies I've got on Facebook, and I'd noticed some of the names. And I think they might have been regulars because they're on every day. Every time I've shared it or I've seen it, I've seen them comment. So it just goes to show you've got a really nice, natural, organic kind of community, and it's constantly growing. How do you think when you go? So obviously you said there's people from further afield in different countries.
Yeah.
How are you going to be able to keep them on board when you do go back to normality? Are you going to keep the live sessions each week? Are you just going to adapt it into your everyday?
I haven't really, to be honest, thought about how to go forward after this is all over. At the moment, it's just about
your time has gone. But I will let you quickly. I will let you quickly finish that. You are gonna implement it, because I think because a lot of people have invested in you, haven't they? Right now, I think it would be really cool for you to maybe, if you can, maybe pre-record some or something. Because if you pre-record, you might be able to use certain types of music. So that's maybe
exactly, and look into using the music just for online. That's a licensed piece, because I know there are different sites out there. So yeah, definitely, I think you're right. I don't think those people should just be tossed to the curb. I think we should be able to keep a relationship going with them and keep something, short snippets online regularly, because they will be missing out otherwise, and they won't be able to keep on going until there's classes in their area. That will be worthwhile doing, definitely.
Well, I have absolutely enjoyed this chat with you, and I hope have you enjoyed it as well?
I have. I can't believe it's just flown by like that. It
does when you're having fun. Everyone says it's because I'm really good to have a conversation with, but I think all the hard work comes down to you personally. But no, honestly, I think the great thing about these episodes is that I just get to find out a lot more about the people I'm working with and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
So
and they get itchy nose, as you say. I had an itchy nose for the whole of that, but it'll be gone when I go.
It will.
It's really weird. It happens every day at 11 o'clock.
Well, I absolutely have enjoyed this, and thank you so much for spending time and chatting with me today.
Oh, no, thank you, Michael. That was great.
It's my pleasure. If anybody would like to watch any previous episodes, you can head over to youtube.com/Take the Cape Pro, or alternatively, you can like us on Facebook and you can see the latest episodes coming out soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.